Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir SilentGods video. In today's video, I have my buddy Scratch joining me. How are you doing, buddy?
Yo, doing good, man. Nice to finally be on the channel. Like, we've done plenty of collabs on Raid and stuff, but you know what? Looking forward to do something new. Dragonheir, here we go. And yeah, nice to join my fellow Romanian here.
Yeah, for those of you that do not know Scratch, well, he is one of the other content creators that I worked for on the tier list alongside, to get it for you guys. So we said, you know what, we worked on that one, we collabed on that one. Might as well we start making some collabs on this game as well, because we both love Dragonheir. So we're gonna jump into this one. But before that, I want to mention we have a collab on Scratch's channel as well, where we went through the rare and epic artifacts, talking about which ones are good, which are bad, which are our favorite ones. And I'm gonna have the link to that video in the pinned comment description of this video, so make sure you guys go check it out. But for today, what we're going to be talking about is top 10 mistakes, or tips, tricks that we've seen that people have done, or things that we want to tell people to avoid in this game, because it's a new game. People still don't understand a lot of it. They might be blocked, they might be doing some of these massive mistakes. So we're gonna try and tell you guys those ones so you can avoid them. And we're gonna start with the guess. Scratch, what's your number one tip?
So it might not sound like a big deal, but trust me, I've done it in the beta. I learned from my mistake. Make sure you interact with every statue, puzzle, wherever you guys find on the map, because if no, you're gonna miss on some rewards, and then you're gonna be stuck looking for them later on to try to find them to fill your collection album that you're gonna lock once you're gonna be at the camp. And this will give you rewards. The collection album will give you more rewards afterwards. So I've done it in the beta where I was just like skipping them, going with the quest, and then I was like, where is that statue? I gotta find that statue now. And you just waste so much time trying to find them again. So this is one of the very first few tips that I would suggest to everyone. The first mistakes you want to avoid,
Yeah, exactly. Because at the end of the day, every bit of War Morrow and every bit of Starlight Die will help you progress through the game. And just to point one little quick tip on this one, there's one quest that people get stuck on when it comes to these statue things. There's the Realm of the Deer, where they cannot find the last deer. So let me just show you guys what that is, just in case.
Everybody had that issue. Like, I've seen so many comments, even in our Discord, like, where is it? Where is it? What's happening,
Yeah, so you basically come back to Arbortea, and there's going to be a spot where there's going to be this guy over here, Barrel the Hunter. He will just be sitting over here. There's going to be a gate. After you take the quest, you can interact with him and be like, let me get that deer out. The gate opens, you get the deer, you get the chest, and that's going to be the statue done.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's number one. My number one is going to be, this is something that maybe it's kind of similar to other gacha games that many people might know from other gacha games, but do not invest too much on the first levels of gear. So on the common and the rare ones, do not invest on too many pieces. At least I suggest to people, always level up 5 of each piece. So 5 chests, 5 weapons, helmets and gloves, just to use on your core team, so you can progress a little bit through the game. And then maybe the same thing with the rare ones, like 5, maybe 6, 7, but after that you can invest more once you get to the epic one. The reason for that is, I think after maybe maximum of 1 week, if not even less, you're just gonna get to the next level of gear, and it's not really worth it. So save your coins, because you get lots of coins early, but after that it might be tricky.
Yeah, 100%. It's gonna get much harder later on to collect all the gold. So I would strongly suggest people to save their gold with the gear. Don't bust it all, especially once you move from common gear to the land, because my god, they are very pricey, like, they're definitely, look at that, 87,000 for one piece,
yeah,
so
exactly.
You gotta be careful with it.
Yeah, that's definitely something that people should be careful with. Now, what's your second tip or mistake people should avoid?
Summons. If you played in the beta, you have a developed account. If you haven't played, the main issue that you're gonna have is you need heroes to build teams. And if you're saving your dices, and there are no real reasons to do it, okay? Because we don't have any events at the moment. We might have some in the future, in a few months, but you cannot wait a few months with your summons, because you know what? You're not gonna experience the game. You're not gonna develop your account, because you won't have champions to work to be the content. So do your summons. Don't waste any time with it. Just go and do it, basically. That's my advice here.
Yeah, that's definitely a solid advice, especially for people that start this game for the first time. You don't have if you don't have characters to work with, then obviously go for it. I have a little like a quick note on this one because there's the Starlight die 100% go all in, pull everything. It makes no sense saving. Even with a Heliolight die, you could go with it because in other games we have like for example Raid, we have the Champion Chase, Summon Rush. There's nothing like that here. However, they have
Probably
there's
in
nothing.
the future,
Hopefully anything to give us more resources. But one thing that they do have, and this is something that I might say to people, maybe don't go crazy in the first 2 weeks, because what you get from the Starlight die for the first week or two should be enough to progress you. And the reason for that is we have banners like this one. We have the Celestial Alternate Summons, and you can click over here if it's active even though it's like so hidden because of the chat. They need to move it. Like I cannot even see it. See, you cannot see
it's
what it
annoying.
says.
It's so hard to click on it, because of the chat, man.
Yeah, but for example, like this one has some legendaries and some epics that are like as boosted ones. So the reason why I'm saying maybe wait to see like some of these ones is because if you do get epics, it's going to be one of these ones. And honestly, from what I've seen, this one and the next banner, those epics seem to be like pretty good. So maybe that would be an advice. Like
getting Crowbar from there is so awesome, like such a good tank.
Yeah, you get him, that's it. You're set. You don't need another tank the whole game, basically.
Yeah, he's amazing. Like, I love him.
Yeah, but definitely the summoning is the really, really good advice. People need to do that. 100%. Now, another one that I wish I could show you, but we already did it, unfortunately, because my audio was weird, was going to be do not buy more than one refill. Do not buy one more than...
You know what he can do? He can use these voices that we have now and put that on the screen while we're talking. So basically, for the purpose of the video, we made him buy all the stamina, which to see the full price, because we always buy only the first one, right? I wouldn't suggest you to buy more than that because you want to save your gems. The next one is at 100 gems, then 100, and then goes to 200. So it's very costly, man. It's costly.
Yeah, it's not worth it. If you're obviously if you're someone that spends a lot, you're gonna use them all. But if you're someone that's free to play or low spender, just buy the first one, maybe daily, and after you get to higher stages, maybe once you start getting legendary gear, and that's all you're gonna be doing, farming stuff like that, might be worth it. But early on, do not do it. Maybe early on, I would suggest just don't buy it all, unless you're locked behind progressing. Do not buy it all. Do not buy it all. Just wait till because we're already capped with the levels, with the adventure quests, with the commission. So unless it helps you progress to the next level to unlock the story, I would say maybe don't buy it all. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so what's the third one? What's your third one, Scratch?
Next one is scrolls, man. And you were mentioning about saving the gems. You can save gems for Heliolite dices. You can save them for scrolls, and they are pretty expensive to get the scrolls. I wouldn't jump on them quick. The main
450 because I bought it. Sorry, I bought all of them because I'm such a cracker.
It has a refresh of 30 days. I had no idea. You see?
Yeah, it's 30 days.
I never bought it.
Even though it says 3 days and 6 hours over here, I never bought it all. But now I bought it and it says 30 days. So good to know this.
And basically, don't scroll all your heroes. The scrolls are very rare, and you gotta wait till you find that perfect core team, and you're gonna be like, yes, that's it. This is my team. I'm gonna scroll them now, because if not, it's gonna be very hard for you to keep up the step with the scrolls. You can buy them, they purchase them, but hey, I'm talking about with people that are not wailing out. Just generally. Yeah, you want to be efficient with your resources.
Exactly, and that point is especially important for epics and rares, because for legendaries you can just buy them with Warm Order. As we saw, even though it's just 10, at least you can buy them. But when it comes to the epics, they're really scarce. That's what I learned at least during the closed beta. I'm not sure if it changed now, but they're so scarce that you definitely do not want to invest in it. Just save them up until okay, this is somebody that I'm gonna go all in for. That's definitely a really good advice.
Yeah.
Now another one for me is going to be something that it might make sense to people, but maybe it might not. And that's going to be about the stamina and arena being capped, okay? So mine's, again, a wrong example because of what happened. But never let this one just overflow. Because it regenerates so slow, it's 1 stamina every 10 minutes. just make sure you always use that. You know, if you have, you know, a day job, you work a lot, in the morning do a few fights, you know, just to get yourself to be over, you know, under that limit, and then continue everything else at night or once you can do it, because it's really scarce, honestly, stamina. Up until you start earning it more from events and stuff like that. You want to maximize it as much 100%. As you can. And it's the same thing with Arena, because, I mean, I cannot show it now because I did my fights. But again, Arena, this is something that they actually changed. So Arena, I think it's the same. Next restore, look, I think it's every half an hour or something like that. But in the closed beta, this one used to be capped at actually 10, not 15. And I remember every single time when I opened the game, maxed. So yeah, make sure you always try do your fights as best as you can.
100%. That's a very good advice right there. My next mistake would be, don't forget to purchase the potions from the traders, guys, because those potions, and use them, because those potions will boost your stats for the fight. So you have all these things that will actually enable you to gain extra attack, extra accuracy, and even purchase materials from him. You know, like later on, you're gonna get quite a bit of gold, and it's accessible for you to purchase materials from the trader rather than picking everything else from the map all day. You're not gonna be able to just collect from the map and be able to do a lot of potions, because it's just mental. So get those things from the traders, because will benefit you, especially if you're stuck on some content. You know, it's like such a massive boost, 10% attack. And accuracy or something like that is very good all around, you know. And the next thing with it, they're the maps too, you know. These traders, not all of them will sell you maps. And those maps, if you are going to your inventory, to the bag, you're going to be able to basically find different treasures by moving on the actual open world map. And you're going to get more gems, you're going to get more summons, you're going to get more things. Like you have this map right here. You're going to find different vendors that will sell these ones, and they'll be marked like this. So make sure you guys are collecting this.
Yeah, that's definitely some good advice. Like the resources to get consumables are really good. And if you're somebody that doesn't like maybe to go on the open world and just collect them from the map, those resources actually refresh daily, the consumable ones at least.
Yeah.
The maps, you buy them one time and then that's it. You move on with your day. So another...
I gave you two mistakes in one there, guys. Make sure you do them both.
Exactly. Two in one. That's like, it's a special offer from scratch today. Okay, another one from me is going to be about the tower defenses and the duels that we have on the map. So when you progress through the game, you're going to find a lot of those tower defenses, and you're going to have yourself built a core team of 5 people, because you cannot afford to spread them out into other things. So you might just have moments where you're saying like, oh yeah, let me just go and try and fight this one, but you cannot, because you have your healer, you have your tank in there, so you're not going to be able to kill it because they move too fast, you don't have enough damage. So what I suggest to do is just mark them on the map like you see. Like this one, I already killed it because I came back, but I marked it on the map. So if you cannot beat it, then do not stress or do not try to just keep rerunning. Don't go too crazy, just you click on the map. Let's say, for example, there's one over there. I click on the location, you select whichever tag that you want, you give it a name, for example, like I said, tower defense, and then you create there's a button behind the scratch that says create label. Okay, just click that and mark it on the map. And the same thing you can do for, there's the duels. For example, I have let me see if I can show one. Perfect, there's one over there. You might find people on the map that they're like, oh yeah, I'm bored with this, let's fight. Like for example this one, hey, what kind of secrets you hiding? Okay, come on, how about a duel? Again, if I go in there, I might not be able to beat it. So what I'm going to do is...
some of them are pretty high level, huh?
Yeah, there's like level 70s. They start they ramp up all of a sudden. You cannot do this. So definitely mark them, and you can always come back to them later on and grab your resources.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I think you have one more, or did you already do your last one?
I just gave them 2 in 1.
Oh, 2 in 1. Yeah. Okay, I want to finish off with the last one. This is going to be a really quick one, honestly, but it's one quick tip about the shop. I'm not going to go too crazy in it, but about the arena shop, I want to say about this. You might be enticed of like, summons, essence of creation. save them. Do not use your arena tokens at all. It requires a ton of time to collect them and save them so you can buy the lucky playing cards. This is the only place where you can buy this artifact, and it's an amazing artifact. This one, what it does is in each battle it guarantees to crit for the first 1 or 2 hits cast by the wearer. Gives attack and attack percent. This is the only legendary artifact that you can get without actually having a dupe legendary. So definitely that's what I would suggest to people, save them. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah,
It's especially amazing for arena. This one.
Yeah, it's a very good one. Yeah, 100%.
It's a crazy one.
And I'll give you guys another thing. Don't do this mistake. Don't waste all the essence of creation. Okay, don't spread it and level up all the artifacts when you're getting them. I know it's exciting, it's a new toy, but it's gonna be so hard to level a lot of them up. If not, man, you really gotta be spot on with it. Like, don't go crazy with all of them. You know.
Yeah, they
Try
got
to get a couple of them to level 12, the more important ones, and stuff like that, because it gets very expensive afterwards to level them up. You know.
Yeah, they go so crazy. Like, again, unfortunately, I'm not the perfect example, because if I go and show you, I have 70,000. I played in a closed beta, but for example, if you the best example for this is if you get a dupe epic, you get 300 Essence of Creation. That's it. So that's not a lot compared to the stuff that I have. It's not as easy to collect them. So that's an amazing tip. Get them to 8, 12. Maybe you're like top of the top of the top. Only one get to max. But honestly, most of them, even till 12, they do like a pretty good job. And then once you ramp them up and you start getting more, then push them further.
100%, man, yeah.
But yeah, I think we've covered all of this for today. I hope this was helpful for you guys. You know, we're trying to throw you some mistakes that we've done, we've seen other people do, some tips and tricks that we've learned along the way. I'm quite sure we're gonna learn some more stuff in the future. We're gonna make more videos on them. We're gonna do more collabs because we have to. We're the Romanian brothers. We gotta do collabs. Yeah, but Scratch,
100%, man.
Thank you for joining me on the channel, bro. Yeah, anything that you want to say on the way out?
Oh, hopefully you find this helpful, guys, and yeah, let us know how you're finding Dragonheir SilentGods so far. I know the gated content is a bit frustrating, but it's gonna get better in the next few days once we're gonna leave that behind us. You know, once we're done with the campaign, that's it.
Exactly.
Nothing will stop us.
Looking forward to that, right? Looking forward to that.
100%.
But anyway, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye, guys.